I definitely could go do yoga in these. These are the Women with Control Prime Stretch Denim Crop Pant. Today you're saving $8, $54.98 is the sale price. Petite, regular, and tall inseams. Petite 21 inches, regular 23 inches, tall 25 inches, extra small through 3X. Let's show you these 5 colors that it comes in. Here is Stonewash. This is light sienna.
When you get this home, this is going to look like an antique, I'd say like terracotta, one of those like sun-washed pots that have been like living on your deck all summer. Yeah. That's what this is going to be more.
Yes, so pretty. Because it does look a little brighter on the screen.
And it has a little coral undertones. So,
well, here's what I'm wearing, white. Love this. It is a bright white and it's not see-through, it's totally opaque. And then here's indigo.
That's your darker of the denim washes.
This is the most popular so far. And here is black.
Classic.
Most limited.
And with the black, you see there's no sanding or shading and no contrast stitch. So if you needed these to be like your work black pants in the summer, they most certainly can be. And then when you need to go to the barbecue, they equally work in that
Is this the Ashley pocket?
These are the Ashley pockets.
Ashley pocket. That, yep, your favorite pocket. And I'm loving it too. It lays nice and flat, but it's still part of the design. It's still part of the fashion.
Yeah, and it adds a little bit, you know, but the other thing too, that when we were designing our pockets, like Randy has a pocket, Ashley has a pocket, we have a few others. But my thing was, they have to be functional. Nobody wants a pocket that you can only sit your fingertips in, you know, and maybe put 1/4 in.
Right.
The length on these is just absolutely beautiful. I love a crop length. I think it gives you the most versatility when you're thinking of what to wear in the warmer months. It's long enough that if you wanted to transition these into fall and pull your taller shaft boots up over top, you most certainly can. The little ankle slit gives you a little bit of grace through the calf, which is nice. You do have a 13.5-inch leg opening. So that means that they are designed to follow the lines of your body, but they're not too tight or too restrictive. And that's thanks to Prime Stretch.
Yeah.
Prime Stretch is 95% cotton and 5% spandex. The yarn itself is knit into a twill construction. It gives you the ability to truly wear these all day and be breathable. They're contoured in the back, so the waistband always fits you perfectly. That 4-way stretch allows you to, yes, go do yoga, like you said, or walk the dog, or just live your life every day. The Blue Tech control system is something that can only be found here at Women with Control, but that smoothing panel that runs from the middle, from the front to the sides to the back of your body, that nylon and 16% spandex mesh panel is the control, right? It is the, does the work of shapewear, but it doesn't feel like shapewear. It truly caresses your curves, as Renee says, but it doesn't compress your curves. She doesn't want to be restricted. She doesn't want to be uncomfortable. And if you pull that apart, Afisha, like this, like you'll see the amount of stretch that you have. So you're going to pull these on up over as you would any other pull-on pant. But then you get all of that smoothing. So your t-shirts, your tops, your tunics, your blouses, whatever, lay nice and flat through your midsection.
I love that. And I love the back too, because she's always talking about the solutions.
Yes.
Yes. And whatever your problem is back there, her pants, she says if it's edges or curves or whatever it is, it's going to look good.
Well, so, and that's the whole idea too, right? So Prime Stretch Denim is designed to smooth out any lumps and bumps. So to do the work that you expect from your Women with Control 8614, which those pants have 14% spandex. So for these to only have 5, Renee is still giving you that element of smoothing. My shorts are the same fabric, but smoothing, not showing any lumps and bumps. Even in the lighter colors, opaque where they're not see-through, they're not, you know, you don't have to worry about, oh, what am I going to wear underneath of these? Did I pick up the shapewear? Do I want to wear shapewear? It's supposed to be 100 degrees. No, wear them and live your life. The other thing too I appreciate about tummy control, and I know you get this as a mom, like when you're constantly doing the pickups, the drop-offs, the pickups, the drop-offs, going back and forth, back and forth.
Driving.
And then you got to sit at the practice and wait, and this and that.
Can't have anything digging in while you're sitting.
Yeah, you don't want that, right? So this gives you the smoothing, but it's not restrictive. So when you go to get up and down and in and out of the car, you will always be comfortable, and the waistband will always hit you perfectly.
And by the way, these are really similar to the shorts that you're wearing as well. I would say that the shorts are, yeah, there's that information. They're the same fabrication and the same kind of cut, just different length.
Yep, exactly.
Okay. And they have those Ashley pockets too. So if you want to get that same smoothing in the short, that's an option. But in this length, so let's talk about the lengths again. So there's 3 lengths: petite, regular, and tall. 21-inch petite, 23-inch in the regular, and the tall is 25 inches. Now I'm wearing, let's see, I'm wearing the extra small, and I'm 5'7", and this is regular, and this is where it hits me. I love it. It's just, I know she has a pair of pants called the Baby Bell, where it's just a tiny flare. This isn't a Baby Bell, but it's a tiny,
it kicks out just a little bit because of the little
Slit.
1-inch vent at the end. But
I love that.
This is truly designed to just follow the lines of the leg. Allow your leg to look long and lean and slim. But to that point, by Renee offering you 3 different lengths, if you say, Ashley and Afisha, like, I want them to be longer or I want them to be slightly shorter, you could opt for the alternative inseam, and the rise of the pant only changes by about 1/2 inch. So meaning if you got the longer inseam than what you would normally get, these are not going to be up underneath your bust line like Steve Urkel pants. Or if you opted for the shorter inseam because you want them to be a little shorter, more like a capri, then they're not going to be the low rise, you know, Britney Spears with the snake dance, you know, pants.
So, and did you say you have a shorter torso?
I have a longer torso and very short legs.
Gotcha.
The good Lord blessed me with short legs and a very long torso. So, but to that point, I can usually teeter between a petite and a regular.
Okay, got it. And I love that. I love, because then you can really just play with the length and not have to worry too much about the rise.
Correct.
You know, so there are those options.
And that tummy control will always hit at the right spot.
And you can shop with confidence here. We have 30-day returns and free exchanges for size. So for example, if we don't have your color in, let's say, regular, but we have it in petite, maybe try the petite. Maybe it's just going to be an inch difference, and you could try it.
Well, the petite would be, so for regular wardrobe, like regular inseam choosers, a petite would be more like our capri length.
Got it.
And if you opted for the tall, it would be more like what we call our Euro crops, which are like the longer crops.
Yes.
But your ankle would still be seen, so it would still be a cropped length on you. It would just be a little longer. So just to kind of put it into perspective.
Play with it a little.
Yeah, you get to kind of choose your party, choose your adventure. But you will love these. You'll also appreciate the fact that they are machine wash, tumble dry. They're easy care, easy wear. They really don't wrinkle either. I mean, I was sitting in my green room before I came on air in these doing my makeup, and doing my makeup in white pants. That was like, I was like, what could go wrong most likely will go wrong. And then I'm stuck. But I was fine. I didn't spill anything. But to that point, like, nothing wrinkles.
Really
like, they're
nice.
just easy, effortless, comfortable, and nothing's digging in either, right? You will love the tummy control. It's smoothing.
Very
it's
smoothing.
Breathable. Look, stretchy. So nothing's restrictive here at all.
Yeah.
And then, to that point, you will then swap out your shoes, you'll swap out your top, you'll dress them up a little bit more. You will throw on your Vionic flip-flops, your Rika sneakers, whatever it is, and then you will take them down and make them super casual.
Beautiful. All right, let's go through the colors again. Here's the stone wash, kind of like that classic denim look.
Yes, and well, I want to bring the indigo up so you can kind of see.
Point.
These are your 2 denim, true denim rinses.
There you
Indigo's
go.
a little bit more dressier, a little slimming.
Yeah.
And then the stone wash is that beachy vibe.
Yes, both are very popular right now. Here's the white, which what I love is that it's fully opaque and it's a bright white.
Well, and to that point, as you've been talking to, you know, you're talking to me, you were turned completely to the side, Afisha, and like nothing's showing.
Yeah.
And in that, so she has the confidence to know she doesn't have to kind of cheat and and turn, and so
I
you
don't
can't
feel like
see
anything is going to show in
Nothing's
these.
showing.
I feel really good about that.
See?
Yeah.
Like, she's just like, I'm standing here doing my job.
Yeah. Here is the black.
Oh, I love this because you can truly dress these up because there's no sanding or shading. They look more like trousers.
Yep. And this is a fun color. This is light sienna, and you said it looks like a terracotta pot, like a beautiful one that was been outside.
Right, the one that's been like antiqued and aged. And so on our screen, and I'm not sure what your TV looks like at home, it may read a little bit more like a tomatoey or a more vibrant.
Yeah, it looks bright.
But it is very kind of like antiqued, has a slight coral base behind it. But if you put it next to your coral shell top, you'll kind of see that it's not as like orangey as your coral.
And did you know that there's 26 5-star reviews? So I encourage you maybe to go on QVC.com and check out the reviews. It's always great. I love reading what you all say about everything. It kind of informs me as a host, and it informs me to help be a shopping advocate. But I love what people said. I wrote it down. Excellent fit. Maintains the shape when worn. Best ever. So flattering. Yeah.
Well, and to that point, it maintains its shape. If you are a lover who likes to wear their pants a few times before you wash them, they won't stretch out. The stretch and recovery of that 95 cotton 5 span, but because it's knit into a twill construction, allows it to bounce back, allows it to always hold its shape. And then when you wash it and dry it, because they're machine wash, tumble dry, they're not going to be where they get too small, Ephesia, and then you're like, oh, I gotta break these back in.
Yeah.
Like, no, they will fit you as soon as they come out of the washer, as they did on day 1 when you first got them home, to day 101.
Yeah, and I'm loving the waistband. So we're seeing just how effortless and cool. I do think that this is the beachier of the denim.
Yeah, Brenda, I call her Beyonce, because she always looks like Beyonce.
Beyonce, that's so cute.
But Brenda, look, she has a fun little slide on, one of our easy Como jersey tanks. And so there it is, right? Just beachy, effortless, kind of like that summer dress.
And so flattering.
Oh, yeah.
So cute on her figure. Looks fantastic.
Now,
and
she threw the crochet cardigan over top of that.
There you go.
With the, like in the safari taupe. Like, how cute would that be? Like, so now we've taken it and she's ready for evening.
Absolutely. And I love the look of the Ashley pocket too. It's a nice deep pocket. You can like probably fit a phone in there.
Oh, yeah,
I like that
that's part of the requirements.
It lays nice and flat, but then the stitch is part of the fashion. It's part of the look.
It is, and you know, and so if you are not a pocket lover, if you're like, I don't care if pants have pockets or not, man, more power to you. But if you do need it that one day to put your phone in, to put your cash, to put your key card, to put your tissues in, they're nice and deep, so nothing will fall out. But then they don't add bulk. They don't bag out. They always fit beautifully and comfortably. You're gonna love our prime stretch crop. You're gonna love the prime stretch shorts.
Yes. How long is this, by the way?
It's about 4.5 inches.
Wow, so that's a nice waistband. That is part of the trick to give us these flat tummies right here.
Part of smoke and mirrors.
I love it. All right, let's show you these colors. Here is Stonewash. Here is Indigo. Here's white. This is black. And here's light sienna. Regular, tall, and petite inseams. You're saving $8 today. $54.98 is the price. The easy pay is $18.33. It's the prime stretch denim crop pants. Okay, and just to remind you one more time,